Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Parking lot late Sunday night at this Maxwell Street Express restaurant at 116th and South Halstead, and then things started heating up.
Get your food. Who? Get in the car. Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
The store surveillance video capturing the moment the 14-year-old sees his mother getting punched, investigators say, and that's when the teen allegedly pulls a gun from his pocket.
As the victim fled, the co-defendant followed him and fired additional shots. The defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
The 35-year-old Hood, according to prosecutors, ordering her son to shoot another restaurant patron who thought the initial verbal dispute was funny, but the teen wrestling the gun away from his mother.
Bro, what are your thoughts about this whole little situation in Chicago, man? What are your thoughts about the guy getting quote unquote emotional? No matter what she said, I don't care what she said. I don't care what she said. But he got emotional. His pride kicked in. And he hit her. And her son came to the rescue because he's seeing his mother's attacked. Now, I know some things were left out as far as in her texting her son to come in with the gun.
Yeah.
Because he was in the car. She was just picking up some food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was left out in that. But what are your thoughts? I don't want to say anything.
I appreciate that. First of all, that whole situation was ridiculous. It's upsetting. And going back to the episode we just did, words, emotional. You just hit on it. We hit on it earlier. He allowed those words to make him do what he did. Hit this lady for whatever reason. Who cares? And I'm not going to go into mental instability or whatever. Still, the words. He chose to punch that lady repeatedly. And when her son came in and doing what he did, he said 14, right? 14, correct?
Yeah,
14 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
With being 14 years old, a juvenile, and his mother directed him to shoot him. Okay. If the tables were turned, we see our mother get assaulted by a man, punched repeatedly. I don't know if my mom will have to tell me to do that, because I'm going to do it. It's protecting his mother. And people, family, congregation, put in the chats if you agree, don't agree. But I'm saying my Mitch opinion, he wasn't wrong. He was not wrong.
The little boy, all he was
definitely
doing is doing what his mama told him.
No.
She texted him, bring the gun in here.
Yeah.
Now, this is a way to get out of this situation, especially for the woman. So if she has enough time to look down, to text her son, to bring the gun in, she has enough time to walk away. He didn't pin her in the corner and just start wailing on her. That didn't happen. It was a verbal altercation. Right? They're going back and forth.
Right.
So why tell me, why is it that she couldn't have walked away?
Well, Kane, I would just say this, and this is what I just assume. Okay, I'm assuming when the person was saying all of these things, they hadn't got to the point where he was going to put his hands on her. So she had time. Hey, bring this, because she knew that it was getting heated. She done paid for her food. I know, but look.
Did you see the video though? Did you see how he's clenching his fist? He was clenching his
talking.
fist,
Yeah.
So you see the mannerism. You see it's going south.
at that point, yeah, she could have maybe walked away, but she wanted to get that food, man. She hadn't got her order. That's what I'm thinking, seriously. And she
No,
didn't
it's not
think
worth
that it was
it's
going.
not worth
I
the
know,
violence. It's not worth
Kane.
him acting. He might have been drunk. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like,
I
it's not
know,
worth it.
I know,
We know we're gonna walk
but
away. I know he's responsible. I know he's responsible for hitting her.
100%.
Guaranteed.
Yes,
We're not taking that away from him. But she could have been responsible enough to not bring her son in the middle of that. She
no,
brought her son
well,
in that. She brought her
and
son in that.
yes,
And
yes, she did.
she did that. You're supposed to
Yes,
protect your children, not bring them into anything like, because she had an idea that it was going to go south. That's why she sent the text.
yes, but that was the original question that you asked. She had that idea,
Yeah,
didn't know it was going to get
she
to
wanted
that
to get rowdy.
degree.
She wanted to get
That-
rowdy. You don't think she wanted to get rowdy?
No, Kane.
She just told
No,
him to bring the gun to inside. He's sitting
Kane.
in the car.
Kane.
He's sitting in
Kane.
the car.
Still, stop. Let's.
Go out
I
and go
don't
get it
think.
if you think that that's what it is.
I don't
How you
think.
gonna bring
No.
your child?
Yeah, that I don't. I don't. I can't say I don't agree with that because by the time she texts, we don't know how long that went on before. She did have time to text. She may have thought I might need this. She didn't. It didn't say that she texted and said, "Hey, I need you to come in and shoot this individual." No,
No, I ain't
bring.
saying
I know, but bring the gun.
You just involved a minor.
Yes, yes,
You
she
just
involved the minor,
She could have
Kane.
went and got it herself if that was the case.
Well, Kane, I will say this in
Because
this
he didn't pin
aspect.
her. He didn't pin her in the
No,
corner. Now I can see, she can't get away and hey, come help me, bring the gun, whatever. But she could walk away if she felt like she needed to have it in her purse. Here, let me go grab it and come back in and get my order and get up out of here. Just in case
yeah,
he act up again.
mm-hmm, yeah, but you don't know, and we Monday morning quarterbacking right now. So if she could have left out and said, "Okay, I'm fit to go to the car," we don't know what he's thinking in mind. Well, he gonna punch her in the back and say one thing as you walking out the door. Say one more thing, and then she was still talking, right? And she probably would have said something and got punched in the back of the head. Now she on the ground, just getting beat. The
So you
text message
saying
might not have went off.
So you saying that she did a good thing by text messaging her 14-year-old son to bring a gun in the establishment? Because he
I'm
had it in
saying,
his hoodie. He had it in his hoodie. He didn't
okay,
have it and then say, "Here it is, mama. I'm gonna go back to the car." That ain't what happened. He held it and stood right there
yes,
and watched. And he seen what happened and he reacted.
yes, yes. And am I saying I don't believe the 14-year-old was wrong? I
No,
don't, but
no,
in
the
that instance,
14-year-old, we're not
yeah,
talking about the 14-year-old.
yeah,
The 14-year-old is following what his mama tell him to do.
yes. I
We
understand
know
that.
that that's hands down. So we don't even talk about him no more. I'm talking about why is
Mhm.
she going to include him in grown folks matter
For right now, for her
for her
protection.
for her protection? She can walk away.
Yes, she could have walked away,
That's
Kane.
the
But look,
easiest thing to do.
but look, in that situation, now this is a different scenario. She could have
Right.
chose to start walking away. We don't know that individual. And he could have said, say one more thing. And she mumbled just and
Don't
then
do
he started
anything.
welling on her.
Walk away.
Kane,
Don't
again.
test anybody. This dude here evidently is a person that she doesn't know. So why are you entertaining foolishness? Like we was talking about. She's
Yes.
entertaining foolishness.
But let me ask you this.
Walk
Does
away.
she, yeah, you said walk away, and she didn't stand there and try to bow up to that individual. We didn't see that angle, but we don't know that.
We
Okay.
know what sparked him. We know that he is all about words. And she knew that.
Yes.
And she knew how to keep going. Because that's all he wanted to say one more thing. On my grandma, say one more thing. That's exactly what he said.
Kane. And like
And
I
then
said,
she already know what it is.
we
And
Monday
she know
morning
that her
quarterbacking.
son, she know that her son had the gun. And she mumbled another word.
Yes. Did she
She
know that
mumbled another.
individual? Look, we done
No, she
seen
don't know what he
instances.
gonna do. Guaranteed.
Thank you.
But
She
we
don't.
know that she sees her son in the doorway with the gun in his hoodie. He knew hide it.
Right.
He knew to, not hold it in his hand and say, come in there, leave my mama alone. That wasn't none of that happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, man,
So
there's so many ways that she could have avoided this.
okay, but that's what you assume. Okay. If she would have been quiet and walked out, yes, that could have happened.
Yeah.
She didn't do that. Okay.
Yeah.
But then does she deserve the right to defend herself? If she
Yeah, you
texts
got
if
once
her
it happened,
14-year-old kid, yeah, she involved him. And the kid did
would you
what
do
he
that?
did. What?
Would you tell your son to bring me that gun in the glove compartment and bring it in because these guys talking trash?
No, I would have had my gun on me.
No, but just say you didn't. Let's say you just walked in. I didn't have it on me. It's in the glove box, and you left him out there.
Well, I
Would you text
got
him?
out of that situation. I would try to get out the situation. I would have walked away. Now that's the truth.
That's what I'm talking about.
I would have walked
That's
away.
what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking. That's
but
what
I would have
needs to
still wanted to
happen.
get my food. That's so ridiculous of me.
But you can come back.
But
Your food gonna be there, brother.
Yeah,
Let him leave. Let this ignorant
Yeah.
person leave. Get his food. Let him leave,
Yeah.
and then I can get mine.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
You see how you said you wouldn't have even brought your son in it.
No.
No, you wouldn't have told him bring my because remember this. Okay, so I guess the conclusion is the charges were dropped and no one. The dude is dead, and because it shot him in the back. She told him to keep shooting. Shot him in the back, and she also said shoot some other people, but he didn't.
I didn't know that part. And I applaud that young. Did he just didn't follow her rules on that, or somebody wrestled the gun away from him?
No.
She wanted to shoot him. Now that's when her mind done snapped. Shoot somebody for laughing? No. Mm-hmm. Now those other words, and that's being highly emotional right there. Yep. And the 14-year-old knew. No, we can't do that. No.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, like, we done brought him into it.
Yes.
Now he has to live with a death.
Yeah.
He has to live with that. The mental anguish and the what goes through that PTSD of pulling the trigger and killing another man. I get it. You're protecting, but it's still.
And
she brought him in. She brought him in there.
Yes.
When she could have walked away.
Yeah.
She could have walked away.
Yeah.
She wasn't pinned in the corner. You know what I mean? And some people will say, and maybe they may mention in the comments, why didn't anybody else jump in there? Minding their own business.
And a
lot of people's like, dude, I'm not part of that. I'm get away from it. Just as much as they say they're not a part of it, that's exactly how she should have treated it.
Well, when you said people didn't jump into it, this day and time, who knows who's carrying a gun, and then jumping into it right now, it was people recording. That's about as much as you're gonna get with most people these days, regardless of what situation it is. They're gonna record it, not call the cops. They're gonna record it.
Yeah.
So,
but you see how she did that, and it's just so ridiculous, man. Like she could have avoided all of that, And now,
and maybe she thought in her mind she was doing that to the best of her ability. Now, and that right there, well, because she talked, okay, she talked. He said, "Don't say anything." She said something or whatever. Was she defending her space as best she could? To her brain, probably, maybe so. Yes.
No, she needed backup. She needed that gun.
Oh yeah.
That's why she's like, okay, I see it's getting serious.
Yeah,
she knew it was escalating.
Yes, Kane. But even with that, I see your point. I see your point right now. But even if she would have turned and walked away, we don't know.
We don't know. But at
if
least
he would have punched her in the back of the head before that text message was sent, and then continued to beat her.
So it was a good thing.
We don't know.
So you're saying that what she did by including her son was a good thing?
It was the right thing for her, okay? And her son possibly saved her life. So, yes. Okay?
So
I'm going to say yes.
She did the right thing for telling her son to come in with her gun because she's a license to carry, concealed carry. To be
Okay.
so she's
Okay.
licensed. She didn't have it on her.
Right.
Her son knows how to shoot, I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming
I
that. Yes, I
guess.
am assuming she probably
Yeah,
took him to the range or something.
I guess. But however,
Mm-hmm.
you just brought a minor. You told a minor to bring a gun
Well, her.
to a verbal altercation because that's all it was, verbal, right? Threats
What did that
going back
verbal
and
turn
forth.
into?
Well, it did. It
Do
turned
we
into
know? But we don't know. That's why I said we Monday morning quarterbacking right now, and I can't fault her for the results of everything because he potentially saved her life.
What?
Hey, wait. Hey, that was inappropriate. I know the editor again is against me, a Canaanite, but no. With all the results of what happened, and she texting him, she protected her life. Was the son involved? Could he have PTSD? He would know one thing: he protected his mother. That's what he'll know in his mind. He could have some trauma and everything, but he didn't just go in there shooting on a rampage. And then he did
Are we
use
supposed
the
to protect our kids though?
mental fortitude to not shoot the person that was laughing at his mother. No, we can't do that. So the young man might just be all right. I know
Bro,
you have
bro,
issues with
bro.
involving.
Yes,
That's something
bringing a
that me or you
child,
wouldn't do.
bringing a child involved. So now, do you
Mhm.
think that maybe the little 14-year-old thinks that when there's a verbal altercations, make sure you have your gun on you? Do you think he get the takeaway from that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. Maybe to be armed because of things like that can happen, but he did utilize some responsibility. And I'm saying with not shooting, listen, Kane, with not shooting the person who she said, mama said to shoot the person who was laughing at her.
Yep. And
No,
shoot
you
the
don't
shoot the
do
guy
that.
that's running. Shoot the guy in the back that's running.
Well, that part right there, we know on that instance. But if she done snapped or whatever and still think it's a threat, I think the verdict was good. I am for the
Yeah,
verdict.
so if you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.